Welcome to the Degenerate Nation Podcast Good Friday edition! Woo!
The Lord is my Savior, and it is podcast time. The Lord is my Savior, and it is podcast time. The Lord is my Savior,
And it is podcast time!
la la la.
Support Jesus. Okay, so, speak Aramaic. Be American, speak Aramaic. Starts the same letter. Shit. Alright. So, shit. So, I did something. It wasn't recently, but I thought I should let you know. So,
You did something. What
yeah.
did you do?
One of my, we'll say highlights, lowlights, however you want to interpret this. But I was texting with a lady.
Ooh.
A lady. And
I like
it
it.
wasn't,
I like
again, it wasn't recently, and this wasn't during the quarantine. But we were like kind of sexting a little bit, just a little bit, you know, mostly me, mostly
Just a little shoulder.
poking the sugar bear a little bit, seeing if she'd jiggle her tummy for me.
Touch and tummy.
See some rainbows come out, I can fuck the rainbows.
Ooh, I like rainbows.
Oh, rainbows, And then so I was just like, well, she's like, somehow, she said like, oh, I don't have to put, you know, I have my night guard in, and I said, well, you can leave your night guard in and we can do doggy style.
Yeah, I don't.
I said fuck you from behind, but I'll say doggy style for the sake of it. For the lay person.
You could simultaneously maintain your dental hygiene while also taking a big old schnoz in the rear and or other hole option.
Yeah.
That's back
in the
there.
butthole.
What do they call that again?
The anus.
The happy place?
The happy place. The happy place.
Like,
the chocolate starfish.
Yeah, the happy place. I put my happy feeling.
That's what Limp Bizkit called it.
It gets all happy.
Oh, Limp Bizkit. I did it all for the backdoor sex while she wore her night guard in a text thread.
Yeah. I like night guards. I like doggy style. I like to do them at the same time.
Show me your night guard. I know you won't bite it off. So, I want a blowjob with your night guard on because you can gum me down like an old person, and I like that. The last person I was with was 79.
Her gums were great.
Those were good gums. She had some dentures, and I never let her put them on.
Yeah, she had dentures, but I said no. She said why, and I said you a hoe. Yeah, time for doggy style. Then we can watch X-Files. Yeah, maybe at the same time. Patricia's first life was spent producing some high-quality rap.
Yeah.
It didn't really sell.
What would your rap name be?
Party P, oh no, that was going to be really weird.
Party P-E-E?
I was going to say Party P likes little P-P, but I would maybe Party Pup. How about maybe a little Party Pup?
Party Pup with an exclamation point?
Yeah, maybe like at the beginning of the word, like an upside down one, just to let you know I'm culturally inclusive.
Mine was going to be MC Fat Free with a P-H-A-T and a P-H-R-E-E. Because I was pretty skinny, or thin, so I was like, MC Fat Free!
MC Fat Free, ask him how much body fat he has. It's under 4%.
Here come 3 songs in a row about Eskimo pies. My Eskimo brothers between all the right thighs.
Eskimo brothers. Yeah, we know the same girls. We went to school, and she always wore curls. I put her on my desk, and I said, you hot. She said, I want to fuck 5 of your friends and then decide to stop.
She fucked all 5 of your friends, but she wouldn't fuck you. Why am I so revolting to you, I said.
She said, I don't know. I think it's because you might be in the closet and are unsecure with your feelings.
Your hetero credentials, you might as be dead.
Wait, repeat that line?
Your hetero credentials, you might as well be dead. I can't speak. I can't rap. MC Fat Free, retired and became an accountant. Hated himself and started a podcast.
Yeah, and then you put a ball in his head at 45.
Yeah, I'm almost 45. It's gonna be 8 more years, and then the bullet will be in my head, and then I'll be dead.
In between the ears.
Like someone I know did that, and it was sad.
You should move on from this topic.
Yes, moving on immediately.
That's gonna make me mad.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there we go. We touched on that. Just toggle to Jesus or something. Yo, so when I was in elementary school, I took CCD class, the Catholic Sunday school shit. It was on Saturdays though. Yeah.
The diet Catholic education.
You know what I mean. CCD baby. And I have a couple of memories from that. This one girl her name was Nikki. She was kind of hot actually. I remember that. I mean, this was like elementary school hot when you're in elementary school.
Fourth grade age, you'd be like, damn, Nikki's got a fat ass.
Yeah, she gonna be a hot bitch. And another one was what's your sign?
What do they make sandwiches then?
Oh, you're a Taurus? You're gonna be 9? That's hot.
Wow, that's great.
I like older women. Why don't you sit next to me? No, you want to sit next to Raul? Fuck you. Fuck you, Raul sucks.
Raul's terrible. I saw him. He doesn't even go to church every week.
He's not a churcher. He's not even no churcher, and you're gonna go out with Raul? And then that's when I stopped believing in everything.
What are you for CCD for? What are you saying? You're just in CCD to pay for your stripping career? You're 10 years old. What are you doing?
Oh my God, you skipped a year. You're 10.
Oh my gosh, you're so cool. I can't believe you're talking to me.
Were you Nikki? Did you toggle into Nikki just then?
Yes.
Okay, I also remember, like, I had anxiety, so I had, like, as a relief to that, I had, like, a mild, like, weird form of OCD. Like, I didn't clean stuff. I would, like, walk in circles, and then, like, if I do this, this will happen. I still do that sometimes. I don't walk in circles, but it's just, like, one time, like, I swipe until I get one, and it has to be within a minute. Like, I swipe until, like, I go on right, and it has to be earnest. It's bad I swipe right earnestly, or something bad's gonna happen within the minute. So I still do it. It's just, like, I'm able to, like...
I do shit like that.
Yeah, I'm able to shake it off a little bit because I forget about it afterwards. But I used to, like, put stuff in my ears. Like, I'd pick my ears with, like, a pencil and stuff.
See, I would do the same thing, but just with my urethra.
It's called sounding. That means you're ready to go to space dock.
Sounding? Is it like a form of echolocation where it's like...
Yeah, if by echolocation you mean, like, opening your pee hole so another penis can go in it.
Yeah, I haven't quite gotten that much width. I usually stick to a Ticonderoga number 2 pencil. But,
there's some thin dicks out there. Long, thin, hard dicks.
Hard?
Like dowel rods, man.
Like what pods?
Like fucking dowel rods.
Oh, want me to text you? Okay. We're gonna hit a quick pause.
PD pause. Boop, 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 boop. We back. Okay, so I forgot what I just said, but I'll go back to what I was saying about CCD class. So one thing that I learned that really stuck with me was that the time where Jesus died. So they were like, it's like 3:32 or something. I was like, what the fuck? So I just dwelled on it for like quite a while.
Just the time?
Just the time. I'd be outside doing like recess or something, and I'm like, at 3:32, Jesus will be dead.
You're like, fuck, it's almost 3:32.
I was like, come on, baby! No.
You're like, 10 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah.
Come on, Jesus.
Get him! You got him! He got him!
Get him! Come on, pilot, finish that now.
I got buckets. And so I'd be playing Foursquare and be like, hey, fucking pay attention. I'm like, oh, yeah, I was just thinking about Jesus dying. Sorry, big thoughts. Sorry, let me play fucking Red Rubber Ball. Oh, Black Magic. Oh, you're out. Okay, Andy. Okay, fuck you.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, my God, so great. Yeah, let me go back to hating my now reality that I'm picturing Jesus on a cross.
Yeah, let me stare at this like classroom trailer and think about him hanging from it. Let me do that at 8 years old. Like, that's great.
Oh my God. I used to think about, or what I was just thinking about when you were saying that was, do you think people in the background, or like the townspeople of, you know, of where it happened, if they were like huddled around and they were like placing bets, they were like, how long do you think till he dies? Like really like dark, fucked up shit. That
Yeah, of course, they're barbarians. It was like the year 0, right? Year 33? I don't fucking know. I don't.
Pioneers of sports betting. Hey, I'm giving 3-1 odds.
No, man, that was the Romans fucking betting on people getting their heads ripped off by lions and shit in the gladiator arena.
Oh, of course.
But both are pretty bad.
They'd be like, hey, I'll give you 20,000 to 1 odds. Hear me out. He comes back from the dead in 3 days.
3 days, I got 4 days. Oh, yeah. No.
Hey, 4 days?
3.
I got 5 days on a...
50,000 to 1, it's 2 days. And then, like, so one guy's just like, they're pressuring him into bet, like Ronald. They're like, Ronald, come on, man. Just like, hey, look, man, okay. Look, my sponsor's really not going to like this, but give me the 3 days. Turns his life around.
He's like he's thinking about it. He's like twiddling his fingers. He's like, all right, I'll take the 3 day odd. Yeah, all right, yeah, we're good.
It's 200. What odds did you say? 20,000 to 1.
20,000 to 1.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll put 5. I don't know what they're
5 chronos are on it.
Oh, I was gonna say something.
I don't fucking know.
I'll put 5 Lahamskas.
Lahamskas on it.
On the 20,000 to 1.
Oh, Jesus. Literally. So, yeah, I thought about that fucking nightmare image, and I was like, I wonder what happens. I wonder what that was like for him. You know, and it's like, I'm like in elementary school. Thank you, Catholicism.
Dude, Catholicism, and I'm sure, maybe it's a little different being in, like, going through a Catholic school from kindergarten to 8th grade.
Yeah.
But it's probably not. But they, at a young age, they hammer home the graveness and the kind of visceralness of like, the Stations of the Cross in Jesus' time. I mean, it's fucked up for a kid to have all that imagery in your head.
While you're simultaneously believing in Santa Claus, you're seeing like bloody imagery on a cross every other 3 Sundays.
Exactly. It's like, what am I supposed to believe, Mom?
It's the first fucking thing you see.
Yeah, that's the worst. So during this time or leading up to Lent, right? Or during Lent, we would do Stations of the Cross every other week. So we go to church 1 week on Fridays, which is like we would do it every Fridays of school. But during Lent, we would do Stations of the Cross. Oh my gosh, it was it was so long, so boring. We would do like.
How do you think it was for him? It was pretty long. Wasn't boring though.
Oh, it wasn't long enough, man. I didn't meet my 8 to 1 odds of at least 5.5 hours. He was a little under.
The over/under was 3.5 hours, and it was like almost exactly. That odds maker was like on point. You know he made bank on that juice, man. The vig.
You have guys that are at like 3 hours and like 25 minutes, and they're like looking at the back, and Jesus' head is losing like its last bit of strength, and he's running up. He's like, "Come on, man! Come on! You got it! Come on!
Come on! Pull that fucking head up!"
And he's like, "It is God's will. Nothing."
He's like, he's like, goes out of the guy that throws down his ticket. He's like, "Oh, Jesus Christ!"
And then Jesus leans his head back up, and he like looks over in the crowd, and he sees Phil in the background. He's like, "Phil, I totally hooked you up with those 20,000 to 1 odds, man. See you in 3 days.
Just see you in 3 days. Don't go nowhere." And he's just like, he took a dive. He took the under.
Oh, that's hysterical. That's probably one of the most sacrilege topics.
That was pretty bad. You want to hear about my dream?
Yes, I would love to hear about the dream.
Yeah, here comes another one. Degenerate dreamscape alert now. This guy's so fucked up when he closes his eyes, and that's why he's fucked up when he's awake now. Okay, so I had like a series of dreams. The only one really worth like telling on the mic, it's kind of like almost like a non sequitur, but like midway through this dream, I'm suddenly a man cat. And I have cat nipples, but I have a man face and a cat body. Man head, man face, cat body, cat nipples. And there was like all sorts of things biting my nipples. They weren't sucking, it was like biting and then sucking. And it hurt.
Were they cats, though?
What?
Were they cats?
I think some were cats, I think some were other things. I'm not really sure. It was like, there were so many of them. There was like 30 of them. It was so many of them.
Was there a nipple for each of them? Were you like a...
I had like 6 to 8 nipples. But I only felt 3 of them tug. And like, because I was going like this, like swishing back and forth, like, I don't want this, I don't want this. And I complained to the person in charge because I was getting milked. Like, it wasn't just like I gave birth to these creatures out of my man cat pussy. I just fucking, there was like things clipping onto me. Both nipples and the lower nipple, and I was like, ow, this hurts!
Ow!
I probably screamed in my sleep, like, again, and I, like, woke up at 6 a.m. and, like, oh, I'm not a cat.
Oh, and I don't have nipples. Oh,
I'm not a nipples.
Where's my real nipples go?
Yeah, where are my real nipples? It hurt, man.
Dude, that's so random.
I always wanted to be a cat or have cats in my dreams, and then I am a cat, and it's just the painful part of being a cat.
It's the worst part of it.
Like, it's only nipple work. Like, that's all I got. I don't get to purr. I don't get to meow. No one pets me.
You didn't get any hairballs.
No hairballs, that's true. But I didn't chase anything or, like, get a mouse from my master. Nothing. Didn't get a shit in a box that's, like, all spread out for me with, like,
nice.
Gravel and shit. It's fucking spine-smelling gravel. They get his shit all over and piss all over. No, like, I had creatures that are unidentifiable biting my nipples really hard, and they were big nipples too. There was a lot to bite.
We'll call those UBAs, unidentified biting animals.
Yes, UBAs. They're all over my shit, man. And so, yeah, that was a dream I had. That was real. None of these things I'm making up.
Yeah, I promise the listeners, I'll start just feeling way more crazy during the day, so by the time I fall asleep, my brain is just like doesn't know what to do with itself.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll start getting some great content, dreamscapes from Patrice.
Patrice's dreamscape, yeah. It's going to be murder dreams or something and fucking weird stuff like, I don't know, fucking sponges or something. Rough sponges with his hard dick.
Oh my god, it sounds like I'm trying to get grease off a pan with like what's that metal stuff that people use?
Steel wool?
Yeah, steel wool.
You probably jerk off with steel wool.
You know, I think it's a hard commodity to come by. I haven't tried it in a while.
I bet you were held back in Cub Scouts until you were like 13, and then you started sprouting hairs and stuff, and you were in the basement, and your dad made the Pinewood Derby cart, and while you jerked off with the steel wool after he was done with it.
Yeah, and then I went in between the couch cushions and went fucking 60 seconds for a round with it.
With the steel wool around your dick?
No, well, it was around originally, and then I told the couch, he was like, oh, it feels so much better without it. So I took the steel wool off and just kept going to the couch.
Taking the steel wool condom off as a mid-pubescent boy, becoming man, and fucking the couch raw.
While the couch says, no, you should wear the condom, and I'm like, no, baby, it's okay. And then I totally don't call it back in the morning, and then I find out that I'm the father of an armchair.
Yeah, and you sleep on the other couch.
with the other couch.
And the armchair grows up to resent you. And she doesn't take, and the couch doesn't take any responsibility in anything.
God, the couches are the worst.
She's just like, oh, he's so bad. Like, he's a deadbeat. Like, you
He's
let
a
him do
child.
it. You're just as culpable, if not more so.
Yeah, You just laid there and took it like a couch.
You're just a bottom that makes bottom choices.
Yeah, you're not even a real pullout.
Yeah. You don't pull out unless it's a pullout.
Yeah. Nothing like some prepubescent sexual talk about couches on a Good Friday.
It was pubescent. I almost said pre. I stumbled through it. It's pubescent if you've sprouted pubes. Speaking of pubes, I tried to grow a beard on my face.
And it just looked like straight pubes.
You can attest that you saw me at least 3 or 4 times in the last few weeks on the phone.
It looked about the same as mine does right now. I mean, yours was obviously fuller and a little more grown in, but we get patchy as fuck.
Yeah, you don't look terrible right now. I looked fucking awful.
You look like you just, stepped off a New York City bus and the highlight of your day was talking to the homeless guy next to you and he peed halfway through your conversation. That's what you look like.
And now I'm going to go walk around a middle school playground or something. And they're like, and I'm like, what? Social distancing. I'm distancing.
I'm not allowed to, are you saying I'm not allowed to be at this playground right now?
There's no one there. There ain't no kids there.
I need a yes or no. Am I allowed to be?
Can I be right
on
here?
This playground right now? Does that include the slip and slide that was just a slide but is now slippery because of something I did? It does? Okay, well then I'm staying.
I'm staying. You're going to have to cart me over here so I can get a free light stay somewhere so I don't have to go home to nowheres.
You know what I'm talking about? The
Yeah.
combo box in the corner.
You got any locks on them jail bagels? Baby, jail bagels, baby.
Oh, baby. Have you ever seen that movie,
He's gonna fuck him too. Fucking soft jail bagels, soft stale jail bagels. All they have is the sun-dried tomato flavor. He's just coming on sun-dried tomatoes in jail. Well, his cellmate's plotting an escape. He's like digging under a picture of Selena Gomez.
God, that's worthy. I'm gonna have to write that down. That's hysterical. Jail bagels.
Yeah.
Did you ever see that movie, Holes, with Shia LaBeouf? It's an all-time classic.
No, that was a little after my time, but I didn't...
understood. However, I'm going to pull a reference from it in relation to your fictional character trying to sleep at a middle school playground. There was a character in Holes who, grew up, without his mom, or his mom was, a deadbeat or left him. And so he went to go live in, this, set of playground equipment on, a park. And it was, a little tunnel. And I'm so fucking privileged that growing up, watching that movie, I was like, man, it'd be so cool to be able to live and sleep in, a jungle gym piece of equipment all the time. Had no realization
fucking
of that.
Terrible.
Yeah, I know. Of course, I'm not bringing race into it at all. But if someone had heard me say that, a white kid living in Northern Virginia, they're like, oh, look at that, young African American kid who gets to sleep in the, the roly-poly slide. I wish I was that, man. Yeah. You go to town on me for that, but it seemed cool at the time, man. It really did.
What the fuck? It's great once the needle hits your vein in the playground.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, then it's all good, man. Just 10, you're just doing heroin.
Yeah, man. It's all good for about, 15 to 20 minutes or
forever. Yeah, forever.
Those are your marks.
So we have identified now that there are 2 types of kids in the world. There are those that get to be counseled by us and turn out great, right? Despite anything else they go through. And even though this program is just shut down and it's over, we'll never see them again. They still are going to turn out great, all of them, obviously. And then the other type of kid is the one that fucking lives in a playground and does heroin at 10 years old. No in between. We're in a black and white society. There's no gray areas. There's only heroin tunnels and fucking like Big Brother, Little Sister programs.
Heroin playgrounds, baby. Name them one. I gotta do it 2020. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Hey, you see those monkey bars over there?
Yeah.
Why don't you go over to the monkey bars and go on the third rung, slide your finger in, and you will find a great little ball of black tar heroin.
Yep.
I want you to bring that back to me, Johnny, and when you do, I will relinquish control of the make-believe castle.
You gotta go up in that castle fort and do the H. You don't want to be on a swing. You might fall down and get a concussion and never wake up.
Yeah, maybe it's the concussion, maybe it's the heroin. Who
Who
knows?
knows? You don't want to go sliding.
So once you slide and you keep sliding, that's the slide of life, bro.
You don't want to slide down when the H kicks in, man.
I just had the craziest talking about slides. Have you ever seen that video? It's a pretty old one, but it's this homeless guy or this crackhead who's on a slide on a playground. And someone comes up to him and takes a video. I'll try and pull it up so we can get audio on it. And this guy goes, first, you gotta take a hit. Then, you go down the slide. And he just goes down the slide.
Oh my god. Where are you finding this shit? Yeah, don't play it. You did it better. With no repeats.
I'll pull it up so I can send it to you after.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good.
I random pull from my memory from like high school.
Nice. I remember the kids would be like, "Hey, have you seen this video?" I was like, I just cut them off. I'm like, no, I don't.
No, I haven't.
I don't watch videos because I'm a man, so I don't do that.
I am not a boy. I am not.
Yeah, they're like, oh, okay. I was like, there's nothing wrong with watching videos. Just saying, in my day, we read books or we watched TV or we played Nintendo, and we didn't play like violent games or like games that were bullshit, like you kids do.
We played some legit. Dude, the games used to be so much. There's without a doubt difficult games in 2020, but they used to be so much harder.
Yeah.
Because everything had to be streamlined so much more, and there was just a lot less to work with.
Yeah, I don't know how many Nintendo, original Nintendo games you played, but they're all fucking hard. All of them.
Yeah. Oh, even the shitty games that you don't like, those seem to be harder.
Yeah, all those games that were like under the radar, probably for a reason, like hard as fuck. You know what's a really underrated game that's really fucking hard is Willow. It was based on the movie, and the game was really good. It was a little different, and it was an RPG, side-scrolling RPG. It was really good.
Dude,
it was like Zelda.
That's what the majority of the games were side-scrollers.
Yeah.
But it was, that didn't matter, right? The games were still awesome. I remember one of the Castlevania games was impossible.
Faxanadu was hard, too.
I don't know why it was so hard. I think I just found the video.
Nice.
Okay, and then what I have to do? Make it down the slide. Classic.
Send that to me. Wonderful.
I will.
Hey, shout out to Angel for liking the Facebook page.
Hey,
what's up? Angel listens to a lot of episodes. He or she is cool as shit. And I think it's a he that was a she that is now a he that could be three. Angel, what's up?
Cool with me. I'm open and accepting of your pee or not pee, whether there's a PP or not a PP. I like PP, whether it's from yours or mine. Yeah, inclusive. Everything's cool under the hood. I'm white, just so you know, and I'm not black, but that's cool, yo. Yeah.
Oh, so Luther Danger and I had composed and performed a couple songs. We're gonna find a way to get into our audience. So all three of you, Angel and the two Vietnamese folks. So we actually possibly agreed on a band name. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Dry Guys.
That has so many palatable.
Yeah, it's mostly about how we both masturbate dryly.
Oh, I like that. I I would have taken it personally as like my dry streak.
No, man, he fucks.
Never ending.
He's married, and they're younger than me, so they still fuck. I think.
But he's a dry rubber.
He's dry rubber. Like, okay, so this is silly. If you are, unless you're on like a fucking business trip or something, or you got fucking quarantined away from your wife, why the fuck would you masturbate anything but dryly or not masturbating if you're gonna have sex? There's no point.
I agree. Yeah.
Why do you want it to feel remotely good? You want it to be chafing and this like, I don't like this. That's right. My wife.
That's good. You want to know why?
Yeah.
Because you have the human version that you're supposed to use 2 rooms down from you.
Who you love.
Feel like a vagina. A vagina.
Why is she 2 rooms down?
I don't know. It's quarantine times. I don't know.
Oh.
She's sewing or something.
Yeah, what's she sewing?
A sweater that's way too small for you, but you're gonna love it and wear it anyways.
What's wrong with your phone? It did like an echo thing.
Did it? Oh, I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Maybe I think the Chinese are finally hacking my device.
Yeah, they probably are. Right. What's that?
I said Trump was right.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he's ever said anything about hacking.
I don't think he knows what hacking is. He doesn't know what hacking is, man.
Dude, neither do any of the kids that we worked with, man.
No.
They'd be like, "Oh, I'm hacking right now," and they're like changing the desktop wallpaper like preference.
Yeah, they're like, "Nah, man." Hacking is when people in Ukraine see your parents fuck.
Yes, and they access it through the open laptop that's on their desk.
No, through their dishwasher, man. Their data. They get their wireless info through their fucking dishwasher. That their maid washes the dishes. If they have money if they send their kids to our program. Now, we weren't like highbrow or anything. We were it's just expensive for daycare, even on a cheaper one like ours. I mean, look how they say they scrimped on real staff because they had us and a couple other people that were like also depressed. It was the only thing that gave us light in our lives was like 2.5 hours.
I know, and I had a conversation with my mom briefly about that yesterday. Not having that has sucked. I miss work. Like I miss being able to go back and do that. And I also thought if you removed you and me from the program for like multiple weeks at a time, they would have been so fucked. I bet so many more incidents would happen. Mm-hmm. And then if you removed like second in command, they wouldn't. Who are they going to bring into like work in place of us?
Well, I mean, they would have had to get somebody fast that has some experience with kids because it would have been bad.
Exactly, and you're trying to do that shit in a small window.
Yeah.
And it just makes me feel better about that a little bit because that the future of our jobs and that, at least more so for me, is really up in the air. I don't have anything to plan on at the moment.
Right, you're just living life, man.
Hey, man, all I'm trying to do, man, is, you gotta watch out for the big man. Numero uno is the U.S. governmento.
Yeah.
And number 2, I'm just living life, man. First you smoke a bowl, and then you gotta go down the slide.
Speak Aramaic because it's American, because Jesus is from America.
Jesus. It's Aramaic.
Aramaic, and you gotta fucking love Jesus because he's American as shit.
Jesus, little known fact, was born right outside of the Country Music Hall of Fame in Tennessee. And he was taught carpentry by his uncle and his role model in life, Billy Ray Cyrus, and he ended up making a fantastic coffee table that featured on an episode of Hannah Montana.
That's right.
Little known fact.
Jesus supported that show because it was a good show, man. Miley took the other path, but, she coming back, right?
You know what she says, and I always love this, when someone says they found Jesus again or Jesus found them, I believe it 100% of the time. They weren't having issues that were related to their own problems. It was a problem of not being connected with Jesus in an intimate relationship.
Yeah, and Jesus never left them, okay? G don't leave you, all right? G don't leave you.
Jesus might talk shit behind your back, but he ain't gonna laugh at you when you say you masturbated 10 times to Teletubbies. He's gonna be like, that's all right.
Yeah, why not 11? You gotta be at peace with yourself, okay?
You've gotta raise the bar. You know, like...